Okay. One, two, three. Michigan. Good afternoon, everyone. We can start.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Hello. น้องฝ้ายสวัสดีค่ะ สวัสดีค่ะ สวัสดีค่ะน้องปูสวัสดีค่ะ Okay. Can we start? Okay. Can we start? Miss Nura Sawati Ina. Nura Sawati. Is she there?
Yes.
Okay. Can you open the camera? We have a take photo before we start. Thank you. And the last one. Okay, hi everybody. Okay, can take a photo first. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Good afternoon again. Welcome to the International Joint Conference on Hospitality and Tourism 2021. I'm pleasure to be your chairperson today in my sessions. My name is Paripan Kaonet. I am a lecturer in Rajabhat University, Thailand. Today we have a co-chair. I would like to introduce Ms. Elsa Malisara Aman Laslin.
Hi, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well.
Yeah.
I'm Elisa.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for your cards. We lovely to appreciate your for taking time for busy schedule and just us here. And today we on session 1 and room 6. Today we have 5 topics. First, Paripan Galnes. Topic is presented by me. The topic is stakeholder perception towards spa destination image. And the second topic is attribute framework validations for wellness tourism Thailand contest presented by Natnisha Kongtavi. And the third topic today is spa and Thai massage management, pricing management in small business during coronavirus pandemic, presented by Nathakan Prashan. And the first topic today, the hospitality industry perspective on employables skill needs for future chef, presented by Elsa Melisara Maslin. And the fifth topic is today the factor influencing consumer intention to repurchase non-Muslim halal certified restaurant, presented by Nuris Sawati Inani Affiliates. That is, the sessions have a rules. This one we have a change background first. That present a need. And by the way, the presenter have 15 minutes. The 10 minutes for presentations and 5 minutes for uh, questions and answer sessions. If you have a questions, the presenter, please hold your questions until is the presenter the ends. However, you have notice when you would like uh, to textbook. I'm sorry. You can text on the message, and if you have 5 left and 1 minute left, I have show you Kylie and the blackouts doing presentations all the time, and you must microphone when the presenter presentation. In the session and questions and answer, any question should be questions in text box if you want. At the end of the restart and finally parallel session welcomes the everyone to open the camera. We take photo when the end of the memory. Uh, and the last, waiting for your turn, you speak. If you wish to speak and mentions the right, please kindly to click the right hand bottoms and arrow to speak. Do not interrupt a person when you and she speaking. Thank you for your cooperation. Shall we shall we restart?
Miss Paripan, may I add a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, I will ring a bell at the fifth minutes during the presentation.
Ah,
So if you hear a ring of a bell, it means you have another 5 minutes. The second bell would be the last 10 minutes.
yes.
Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Thank
Have a
you.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. Did you mute the microphone?
You have seen slide already? Okay, we start. Today, I would like to present my thesis. My research is stakeholder perceptions towards spa tourism destination image. Paripan Kelnet and my advisors and Suwari and Ashen. I am a PhD in data. Okay, today I would like to show you that background to the study. My background that study that I study in academics, 45 little review. I have some destination image found that the lack of little reviews. We have found the field of little review that will start to develop perceptions towards stakeholders. And when I studying academics past 45 little review, I have some the lack and the causing discovering academic educations. And this point that I would like to study the research. The significance of my study. Wellness travelers are the high spending and high yield in tourists in 2015. And the attract of wellness tourism is visits. I'm sorry that let's show this slide. Okay, let's start. To attractions tourists to visit wellness tourism destination Thailand and create good destination image. And destination image that significant to study the destination image influences tourist travel discussions making and conditions behavior at destinations as well as certifications level and regulations of the experience. Why the study important? Because we develop marketing in spa tourism. We creating a revenue in spa tourism and create to job in spa tourism and to guide police see planning and develop destinations for spa tourism. The research main aim, one, we are to investigate stakeholder perception towards spa tourism destination image. Chiang Rai province is a case study for my research. Why Chiang Rai? Chiang Rai is a list of resources of the wellness tourism such as spa, sport, and meditations. And so we have a wellness activity in conceptual frameworks. We study the conceptual framework from developed Etrick, Ritchie, Sheldon's, and Brachel Aston. We have a conceptual framework that wellness activity, spa tourism, wellness image. We have 7 components. That's one, wellness orientation structures, special accommodations, circuit size, local wisdom, uniqueness of wellness, information distributions, and staff qualifying. I'm sorry, what? Something wrong? And the end, the wellness attribute. The research method. My research method is I will take a positive sampling and we will semi-structure in-depth interview. But we have a stakeholder perceptions tourism destination in Chiang Rai. The stakeholder including government and the government and the spa owners. The stakeholder in wellness tourism sampling site we use 30 persons, and sampling technique we use purposive sampling, and the data analysis is content analysis. Why the case in Chiang Rai? Chiang Rai is a rich wellness tourism resources, spa tourism, and unclear spa destinations image. And but now the spa tourism in Chiang Rai have a Lana medicals and Lana wellness tourism. We want to create destination image, investigate or liberate stakeholder become a world-class level. The participant profile. I have collective the data from the participant profile is 10 participants. The participant profile in stakeholders is a spa manager, spa owner, committees from Tourist Councils of Thailand, and committee spa Lana, and committee from Tourist Councils, there is committee, and Prime Minister sub-district administration organizations, and hot spring spa, because in Chiang Rai have hot spring spa 11 hot spring spa. The keywords of defining, we found that the participants want to develop wellness tourism in destination to emphasize unique Lana style and using the Thai wisdom and to serve for the tourism. And they would like to emphasize the uniqueness of the Lana qualities, tourism attractions, and would like good image. These are pictures that I collected. Expectation for finding information from model and Lana spa destination image development to be able to develop destination to need improve an image to attract this domestic and international tourists to destination. Practical implications to provide practical guidelines of wellness destination for stakeholders, such as design marketing strategy to adjust competitive advantage. The social impact, the results of research impacts to perceptions local people how to create product spa and wellness using the Lana traditional style and provides local cultural into the spa service product and help to sustain local cultural and traditions. The research limitations in my research, data collection process limitations, the interview process may be changed online because we have coronavirus, while the physical interaction will be resumed with the new normal rules. Thank you for attention.
Thank you, Ms. Paripan, for the presentation.
Thank you. You have a questions? Question in the message. Question in the message.
Mr. Jarmi
Sam
Stokes
Smith.
question that what criteria do you use to select the participant?
Yeah, I select the corrective in stakeholder in SPA. I corrective from the person involved, the Lana SPA, and the spa tourism in Chiang Mai, such as the government instance, local government and government authority, local health, spa, and related of spa image in Chiang Mai. We use approximately 30 persons until the information repeat. Thank you. Any questions? Okay. Everyone? Okay. Have
I
any
think
questions?
we can move to the
You
next
can move.
presenter, maybe. Is there any question? Any last question from the audience? Okay, I think everyone's good. Ms. Paripan, I think you're on mute.
I think you're on mute. I'm sorry, who's the next presenter? Is it me or?
Should I introduce for the next
You can.
presenter, Ms. Paripan?
I stop the presenting.
Oh, okay. Okay, the next presenter would be Natisha Kongtavisawa. The topic will be the attributes framework validation of wellness tourism within Thailand context.
นี่ทำไมของพี่มันขึ้นอยู่ตรงนั้น
Okay, can you all see my screen?
Yes, clear.
Okay. All right. So good afternoon, everyone. So my name is Natisha Kongtavisawat Naka. I am the PhD candidate from Technopreneurship and Innovation Management, Chulalongkorn University. My principal advisor is Dr. Patharawan Prasan Panit from Sasin School of Management. And my co-advisor is Assistant Professor Dr. Sukri Sintupinyo from Faculty of Engineering, Chulalongkorn University, and also the Associate Professor Dr. Suwari Ashton from Tourism School of Management, NIDA. So actually, this is the conceptual. It's part of my dissertation, but it's just part of it, just a conceptual framework. Okay. Okay, I was trying to move the slide. Sorry, I think it's stuck. Okay, for the presentation outlines, we would start with the background of the study, followed by literature review, research methodology, expected findings and conclusion, and then limitation and future recommendation, and followed by Q&A session. For background of the study, I started by looking at the global wellness trend, and I see the upcoming trend of global wellness market. As you can see, the market worth around like 4.5 trillion market US dollars, and for the growth projection, the market will grow about around 7.8% by the end of 2022. And then I scoped down a little bit to the wellness tourism in Thailand context. Actually, wellness tourism has been plugged in our national strategy, like in the 20 years national strategy, in BCG model, that would be talking about wellness. And also Thailand is the top 20 among the wellness tourism country as well. So there are lots of potential. Then I searched for the key topic areas of wellness tourism research. From 37 papers, I have found that there are various areas of study, such as wellness tourism experience, motivation, loyalty, engagement, innovation or entrepreneurship in wellness tourism, wellness services, community well-being, wellness tourism quality index, and attributes of wellness tourism experience. I have found this topic is like the least content that have the little research in attributes of wellness tourism experience, especially in different culture contexts. So that comes to my research question. So what is really the key underlying attributes framework of Thailand wellness tourism? And then the research objective is to identify key underlying attributes framework of wellness tourism within Thailand context. Okay. For research justification, this research is important because it will give more complete information regarding the wellness tourism attributes framework and wellness tourism experience design within Thailand context. And for research contribution, the academic contribution to propose the theoretical framework of Thailand wellness tourism attributes, and for practical contribution, this research can help developing Thailand wellness tourism experience design from well-defined attributes that can be beneficial to Thailand wellness tourism circular. For the part of literature review, there are three main areas that I'm looking into. The first one is wellness tourism. What is wellness tourism? And then I'm looking into the tourism experience concepts and theories. And then I'm looking for the area of definition of wellness tourism attribute framework. So what is wellness tourism? As you all know, it's the niche market. It's all about physical and mental health maintenance. It's involved illness, surgical or therapeutic treatment in domain of biological research. And it's the more complex wellness research paradigm, balancing of mind, spirit, body, environment, and quality of life. The target is the healthy people, and the wellness experience is focusing on wellness activity as well. For for tourism experience concept and tourism experience theory study, the tourism experience co-creation paradigm about subjective internal and objective external. For PMSE framework, it's the framework that I choose to validate. It's all about the physical, mental, spiritual, and environmental experience that has already been validated in other cultural contexts, but not in the Thailand context. So the conceptual framework, I would like to validate this framework, whether it works in the Thailand context. I would like to test if there is the hypothesis positive relationship. For the research methodology, I use the quantitative research method with the Thai travelers, the age over 18, area of study, of course, in Thailand, and the sample sizes that I already took is 383. And we use the non-purposive sampling with the online survey, open-ended question, and 7 Likert scales, and descriptive statistics. ANOVA, t-test, and CFA were used for the data analysis. So since the model has already been confirmed, so we use the theory-driven and prior research-driven method, and then applying the code with the quantitative method. And in the survey, there are 28 items and 4 constructs with the 7-point Likert scales. I didn't present the result of the data, so this is just the conceptual. So expected findings and conclusions. It is proven that PMSE attributes framework offers the conceptual fit and also practical framework for the further study of wellness tourism experience design for different culture contexts. And in this study is Thailand. And the data suggests that the attributes framework do have structural consistencies as proposed. So it means it can be applied in different culture contexts. And the research also proposed the theoretical framework of experiential marketing for Thailand wellness tourism. And of course, there are limitations because for testing the attitudes towards the experience, the relationships of the individual experience dimensions with plausible consequences of wellness tourism experience attributes may be difficult to predict. And also the PMSE attributes framework still awaits for further implementation across different consumption situation and stack experience. Okay, I think that's it for my presentation. Okay, I will just stop sharing first.
Decision, question, and answers.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for excellent presentations.
Thank you, Ka. Is there any question?
It's time to question and answer. We have 5 minutes.
Okay.
You have a question in box? Yeah?
I guess not.
No inbox.
Okay.
Everyone have a questions? The audience and participants. To everyone.
So in that case, thank you very much. Okay.
Okay, know everyone to question and answers. Thank you for the presentations, and now welcome to the presenter number 3. The third is me, Nathakan Prashan. The topic is the spa and Thai massage crisis management in small business during coronavirus pandemics. Let's start. Okay. Good afternoon and greeting the chairman, chairperson, experts, and all participants. I am Natchagan Prajan, a PhD student major in integrated tourism and hospitality management at Graduate School of Tourism Management, National Institute of Development Administration. Please allow me to present my conceptual paper topic, which is supply and demand crisis management in small business during coronavirus-19 pandemic. Wellness tourism has become one of the most well-known research topics in the past several years, especially in the spa and Thai massage business. However, over the past year, many entrepreneurs have been affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. The new lifestyle with social distance has changed the tourist behavior. It results in the traditional tourism service and affect to spa and Thai massage business. As a result, it's become challenging for all owners to operate the business, particularly suffering operational challenges, declining income, and increasing unemployment rate, and some firms temporarily shutting down. COVID-19 outbreak have spread to fast-growing tourism and hospitality industry in uncharted territories. A highly infectious novel coronavirus continue to wreak havoc on the sector, raising serious concerns about the business in the present and the future solo of the sector. So, I am interested and was interviews articles from Scopus, ISI, and the website. I found that most researchers have studied business management practice in normal critical contexts, but crisis management is in small business for supply and Thai massage during COVID-19 pandemic is still lacking. This gap framework is a problem-solving tool that can be used to develop entrepreneurs and evaluate the crisis of entrepreneurs concerning specific supply and Thai massage area of the business. And I designed the research objective of conceptual frame paper is to investigate the crisis of entrepreneur concerning specific supply and Thai massage and to investigate how sport and Thai massage can help small business owners survive the COVID-19 pandemic. For research design, I will be employ the qualitative approach with in-depth interview techniques and the data collection techniques was in-depth interview employing interview form as research instrument. The structure of the interview form will include 6 business factors in small business management and 4 dimensions of crisis management. The content analysis methodology was used to analyze data and ensure the following criteria. The target participant will be selected from the spa and Thai massage entrepreneurs from the West Coast tourism destination region in Thailand, including 4 provinces: Phetchaburi, Chumphon, Prachuap Khiri Khan, and Ranong, and total 35 person or until data repleted. The finding of this study can be used as a strategic guideline for entrepreneurship to be prepared when confronting with crises such as a COVID-19 pandemic. As a result, the strategy will help to accelerate to the regions and country economic crisis. For the value of this study significant findings provide a useful spa and Thai massage crisis management model for small business. This model serves a guideline for entrepreneurs seeking to
rehabilitate their business. Additionally, those who must improve their company to ensure its survival during an economic crisis. Uh, for the theoretical implication, this study offers a theoretical framework for crisis management in small business in the sport and Thai massage industry, which will be benefit to our country to in the Southeast Asia dealing with the wellness tourism crisis. And for practical implication, it can apply an approach to managing the seriousness of the crisis of 4 dimensions of crisis management, including the workforce, cost control, organizational support, and marketing using tools to manage a small business. It's also important to manage the situation during COVID-19 pandemic. And for and practical implication can apply 6 elements of small business management include environmental, strategic, financial, human resources, operational, and product management. This totally can help owner of small entrepreneur in the wellness tourism and service industry. The finding of this research can be applied to several different situations as a private sector learns how to run business amid a crisis to boost the competitive advantage of wellness tourism entrepreneurs. Furthermore, business in the health and wellness community can use this crisis management strategy to better their operation. This database is also used by the public sector to exhibit government policy and strategic objective. Research for research limitation. In addition, research may be conducted and ascertain the way to manage the business with other crisis or study medium and large business in the wellness tourism industry. Thank you for attention. Any question?
The sessions for the questions and answer. No box. No inbox. I would like to ask some questions. If the result for the research, you can listen.
Yes.
Okay. The result for this research for entrepreneurs in small business. You think that the result this research help entrepreneur? What kind of help?
They can use the model to improve their business during the crisis and especially coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic. And then another entrepreneur use the benefit of my research is government sector can use to provide the plan and for the development plan in Thailand.
Okay, thank you very much for the answers.
Any questions?
Any questions? No.
Thank you for attention.
you.
Thank you for question.
Thank you for your presentations. Okay, welcome to Elsa Melissa. The topic is the hospitality industry perspective on employability, skills, need for future chef.
Okay. I need Miss Paipan to help me with the timing, please. Thank you. Okay, I will start it now. Okay, good afternoon. I bid to Madam Chairman, fellow presenters, and everyone who is currently in this room. My name is Elisa Maisara Ahmad Ruslin, a lecturer from UiTM Pulau Pinang, Malaysia, but I am not a PhD student yet. Firstly, I would like to apologize for the mistaken that have been made, but my paper was supposed to be in the field of human capital, but there was some error happen and my paper was submitted in the health and wellness field instead. I'm sorry for that. So I will be presenting the extended abstract of a study made to understand the hospitality industry perspective on the employability skills needed for the future chef, and it's not related to the health and wellness. I'm sorry once again. Okay. This paper was worked by several of my colleagues and as well as students from UiTM Penang, but the extended abstract was fully developed by me. We shall proceed with the background of the study. So the abstract view of the past study done on the employability skills needed in the industry and its paranomic view of competent workers are very indeed universal. Nevertheless, the disposition of self and also the development of a person's mindset are not an enigma in becoming employable culinary arts graduate. These features in being demanded by the industry do not only require technical skill, but also the integration of cognitive skills. By identifying the direct intelligence from UiTM alumnus from the industry itself on the employability skills and the mindset needed by the industry will contribute more than just a degree of education for future fresh culinary arts graduates. Next, I will proceed with the agenda of the presentation of my presentation today. I will first be presenting the purpose of this research, the value of this study, and how the study was conducted, following with the finding and discussion of this study, the implication of the study towards the theoretical and practical environment, and last but not least, the limitation of this study. Okay, these days, the interest of top-notch graduates in the culinary field proceed to become critical in the period of fourth modern industry where the industry needs people from different backgrounds to understand, to use digital, physical, and so forth. Okay, Shiprovi and Kim in 2014 noted that the administration abilities and the authorities attributes needed on past managers in the hospitality and the food industry are different comparing to the current era managers. Students on employability abilities required from the alumnus in prospective university have been also generally be completed in other countries as well. For example, from India's hospitality standpoint, done by Kavita in 2011, and for Australia and United Kingdom together, from Jackson's standpoint in 2013. While in Malaysia, University Technology of Mara, UiTM, particularly has been delivering a huge load of culinary graduates in the previous 20 years, with a significant number of them presently are, as for now, filling in as a labor force in the culinary field. To see more about these employability abilities required in this Malaysian modern viewpoint, an examination is expected to notice the alumnus' views on the abilities needed for the future chef, especially future fresh graduate from UiTL School of Culinary Arts. Utilizing the ambiguous technique by Sherman in 2016, this strategy is to open a path to note employee satisfaction on needed skills from future graduates. Next, I will be explaining the value of these studies. By utilizing the data given from graduate class insight, the meanings gained from this investigation can be featured as a list of abilities in the workforce market. Various of UITM culinary arts students have been battling to perceive on which sets of abilities could be permanent device to help them in testing the serious market of employability. Also, these students have a view where the advanced education provide them has given adequate information and useful tools to endorse and create hypothetical perspective from the industry itself. In this manner, and also the main aim of this study, it is expected to give the nearest reality and a comprehensive view of the industry from the perspective of UITM alumnus on what type of abilities is fundamental for these UITM culinary arts students to prepare themselves for the real world. Okay, from the pragmatic perspective as well, this study may help to exhibit the skills needed to sharpen that can persuade higher rate of employment for the UITM fresh graduates in this industry. These days, the market has been more competitive due to the great deal of graduates from numerous university college here in Malaysia. Standing alone, with only education in their hand, has been diminishing the chance of employability. This is also supported by Tomlinson in 2018. Well-established university like UITM here in Malaysia needs to be associated with the field players to ensure that the degrees of skills and education are aligned that can furnish future graduates. Next, I will be explaining the approach of this study. Okay, this research design that had been implemented in the study was a qualitative approach. This method was being used to be able to study and analyze a non-numerical data. This qualitative research is critical to understand what type of skill is important for the upcoming students that will be graduating to compete brilliantly in the industry. To conduct this research, the intelligence contribution from the alumni should be truthful as a crucial knowledge for the upcoming protege, for the future students that are graduating. This will ensure that the technical and vocational education training institution and higher education institution has an insight to prepare themselves to produce readily future competent workforces. Next, the interview protocol used in the study were based on a content analysis by Zhang and Wildermuth in 2019 and also by reviewing past literatures. The authors developed a semi-structured interview to ask the alumni about their perspective on the skills that they perceive important for the fresh graduate in the industrial setting. Also, this study will be based on a philosophical assumption of the phenomenological strategy. This research will be using a descriptive Husserlian phenomenological strategy. The Husserlian approach idea is to identify the structure of experience as described by the participant, a direct gain of knowledge from the participant. This approach was originally from Edmund Husserl, a German philosopher who uncovered and described the fundamental structure of our life by emphasizing the description of person's life experience. This phenomenological is well suited for this research because of its descriptive orientation. This research will be using a non-probability sampling technique. Snowball sampling is a non-probability sampling technique that were used for the study, where samplings were being assisted by the participant in identifying the next potential subject for the study. And no limit of number of informant, as Baker and Edwards in 2012 stated that there is no specific rule on how many interviews are needed for qualitative research. Nevertheless, it should hit saturation. For this study, the researcher has hit saturation at the 7th informant. All of the interviewers were recorded and they then were transcribed for analysis. The process of transcribing was managed carefully and was transcribed several times to obtain its validable data. Then an open coding method is being implemented for this research for this research to develop substantial code describing, naming, and classifying the phenomena under consideration. Open coding will help based on the data given by the informants to build theory, for example, like the grounded theory by Glacier in 2016. Next, we will go to the findings of the study. Okay, primarily, this study had divided into the employability concept where it consists of knowledge, skills, and also personal attributes. These all came from Kim and L in 2011. From the finding of this research, supported fully from the data gain, UITM alumnus unanimously informed that these skills and personality attributes are indeed to have when it comes to an employable fresh graduate. For these three main attributes from the scheme and L, the study only focuses on the set of skill and personality attributes that were needed vitally in the field. Thus, the emergence teams that were...
1 minute left.
Thus, the emergence team were revealed in the study were breakdown of soft skill, hard skill, and mindset needed, especially for future graduates. Okay, I will skip that. Only 1 minute left, right? Okay, so I skip to the implication and the limitation of this study. For the theoretical implication, this study will contribute to the gap of knowledge of the specification of attributes needed by the concept of employability, circling being employable specifically from UITM future graduates. This encouraged that study of concept employability that had been done outside of Malaysia can also be applied here in Malaysia. As for the practical implication, this paper will contribute to the number of employability rate in the food industry field. With finding from this research, readers will get a full view of what person have to be in order to be more employable in this industry of food. This will ensure that knowledge of what to have or what to do can be practically applied before proceeding into the field and readily to compete. The main limitation of this study will be the small-scale apprehending of phenomena. This study only captures a partial of the society, that is the UITM society only. On the other hand, by using qualitative research, the study will be enclosed to only non-number scale able results. This method had been used to show, the method had been used should be more concise by adding another element or using the quantitative method instead. And thank you. That is all for my presentation today. Thank you, everyone. Now I will pass back the floor to the chairman for the next agenda.
Thank you for your good presentations.
Thank you.
And the next, the questions and answers.
Hello, everyone. Hello, did you hear me?
Good afternoon.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah, I can hear.
Okay. Actually, that is such a good information that I just got from Elsa. And I just have a question that are there any way that I can get into the full results of your research? Are you going to publish in the future?
Actually, the owner of this paper will actually try to publish it probably somewhere next year. That's the reason why I don't entirely go into deep for this paper.
Okay, because I think it's such a good information. Because right now I'm a lecturer in Major University, Thailand, and we are in the process of developing our curriculum. And this part of the information will be very beneficial for us to get at the background information to support our next programs.
Okay, can I get your email address?
Yeah.
My supervisor can talk to you in the future, maybe?
Yeah, absolutely. So I will send my emails into the chat box. Okay?
Okay, sure.
Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you, Jamie. Okay, that's all for me. Any question? Any other question?
Question and answer. Anyone have questions? She sent She said the email in the box already.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, noted. Thank you so much for listening.
Another questions? I would like to ask you some questions that you say that open coding was conducted in your collective data. Yeah. Can you explain?
Okay, open coding means the emergent themes that was concluded in the during transcribing the data. Certain words was chosen as the themes, and there is the open coding. The themes does not. Let's say if I choose common sense as one of the themes, the common sense does not derive before the data was gained from literature reviews or what, but it was derived after the data was collected. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Ah, some questions. Okay. Welcome to the fifth presenters today. Narasiwati.
Okay,
Yeah,
I will present now.
yeah. Okay. Look, you are the last, the sessions. Okay. Nurasawati Inani Elephants.
Yes.
The topic is factor influencing consumers' intention to repayment. The
Yes.
non-Muslims halal certified restaurant. Thank you.
Okay. Hi everyone. My name is Nurzawati Nandi binti Arifin, student UITM Pulau Pinang, Bachelor of Science Culinary Art Management. So my title for my research is factor of influencing consumer intention to repatronize the non-Muslim halal certified restaurant. So for the introduction, Islam is a comprehensive way of life. There is not a single aspect of a Muslim life that is not determined by Islam, include food aspect. In that, what is halal is clear and what is haram is clear. Malaysia populace comprises of different races and ethnic gathering. There are various food options available are food provided by Muslim and non-Muslim provider. Malaysia has different race and religion, causing our nation have numerous food choice and restaurant processed by Muslim and non-Muslim. As previous study have shown that non-Muslim halal food store in Malaysia are growing. Unfortunately, many Muslim shopper will not buy from non-Muslim halal food manager. The government give halal certificate to non-Muslim food restaurant owner according to the standard set by JAKIM. For information, JAKIM stands for Jabatan Kemajuan Islam Malaysia, which is Department of Islamic Development Malaysia. Problem statement. The dynamism of Muslim consumer taste sometimes across halal and tayyiban limitation outline legislation. For the second problem statement is serve no pork. Sometimes we know that Muslim cannot eat pork, so sometimes the restaurant just only make a label, just write the serve no pork. My bad, serve no pork, and Muslim consumer will think that this restaurant is a halal restaurant because they do not serve pork. So this study was carried to explore what are those other factors that encourage Muslim consumer to visit and revisit halal restaurant owned by non-Muslim. For the research question, do food quality, service quality, and customer confidence in halal status has relationship their repatronage intention toward a restaurant owned by non-Muslim owner. For the research objective, to examine the relationship of food quality, service quality, and customer confidence in halal status on their repatronage intention owned by non-Muslim. So for the research hypothesis, Hypothesis 1, food quality has a positive relationship on repatronage intention toward restaurant. For hypothesis 2, service quality has a positive relationship on repatronage intention toward a restaurant. And for hypothesis 3, confidence in halal status has a positive relationship on repatronage intention toward restaurant. Literature review. Previous study have identified the factor that cause customer to visit restaurant. Among them are quality food, service quality, and price fairness. From Abdullah Hamid, Nur Jayaraman, and Rustam, 2018. Moreover, according to Qadri and Riaz, Blame and Mu'tasim, 2012, there are very meticulous sensitivity by Muslim consumers toward halal issue, especially in food issue. Draper and Smith 2004 have likewise demonstrated through their examination where there is a positive relationship of food quality to consumer loyalty because of sound menu and less cholesterol. For Clark and Wood 1999 affirmed that food quality is a central point affecting their ability in picking a restaurant. Assumed by Bolton 1998, if the quality of service provided exceed or meet the expectation from the customer, the customer will definitely choose the same provider again to get good service. And Muhyiddin and Murzaman 2014 considered that food purchased by customer should be guaranteed and the halal status of food should be guaranteed. Perhaps the least demanding way for Muslims to guarantee that their purchase halal food is by purchasing item with halal logo and authentication. From a consumer perspective, to make this decision and change consumer intention is influenced by halal certification. The halal logo is a representation to identify halal and non-halal good. In this way, halal certification gives more certainty to consumer as it allows consumer to decide the right decision depending on their purchase. Wan Hassan and Ha, 2003. For methodology, researcher use quantitative design method. This study using a random sampling method from a population of student degrees semester Faculty Hotel and Tourism Management, UITM Pulau Pinang. Researcher use questionnaire through Google Form and conduct by online survey. Pilot test show Cronbach alpha value is less 0.6. Analysis data was used into a system that required the statistical package for the social science SPSS solution 2025. This is the normality test, reliability test, result and data analysis. Food quality has positive relationship on repertoire intention toward a restaurant, which is the hypothesis 1 is accepted. There was a significant relationship between food quality and repertoire intention. R value is 0.772 and P value less than 0.01 equals 0.001. For hypothesis 2, service quality has a positive relationship on repertoire intention to a restaurant because R value is 0.848, P value less than 0.01 equals 0.001. For hypothesis 3, confidence in halal status has a positive relationship on repertoire intention toward a restaurant. R value is 0.853 and P value less than 0.01 equals 0.001. Discussion of hypothesis. The results show that food quality, service quality, and confidence in halal status had a significant relationship with repertoire intention. Confidence of halal status has the strongest positive relationship with the highest value compared to other variable. Findings of this study are supported by previous study, namely Abdul 2009 and Mu'tasim and Blaine 2012, because they believe that the halal logo is very useful for Muslim customer to enjoy a meal or eat with confidence without doubt about the halal status of a food. Implication of study or summary. The result of this study indicate that these three factors have a positive relationship to repatriation intention. Therefore, these three factors need to be focused by every non-Muslim restaurant owner who have halal restaurant to ensure Muslim customers visit their restaurant. That's all for me. Thank you. Have any question?
Thank you. You good presentations, Yorisawati.
Welcome.
Goes to the question and answer the sessions. We have 5 minutes questions. Any questions in box? Anyone else have questions? Nurasawati, I have some little questions for you.
Yes.
Okay. How many population do you prefer in your researches in qualitative?
How many?
How many populations do you prefer in your research?
420.
Why? Again, why? 20,
420
200,
and 20.
100. Okay, but I saw that 200, 207. Okay. Thank you for answer. It's very quiet.
Most
Okay.
probably because the presenter has tell us everything that we need to
Exciting.
know.
Me too, right?
Yeah.
It's the first time become moderator, and my computer is not in my mind. Okay. Finally, we goes to become the end of our sessions. Thank you to all presenters and for excellent topic and presentations, and the audience for activities and participate today. Hopefully, the presenter will be benefits to everyone. And thank you again. We am apologize that's not convenience today. Yeah. We close the sessions 6. I would like to open the camera for take photos.
Thank you. Can everyone turn on your camera? Yes. Okay, how about the audience?
Use the audience. Last one, we have a 5th audience. Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Capture.
Okay, I want to take one from my.
Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Capture.
Okay, done. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for
Thank you,
the
everyone.
presenters. Thank you for the audience. Thank you for the Madam Chairperson, Chairman.
Have a nice
Thank
day.
you. Goodbye.
Thank you. Have a nice day,
Bye.
everyone. Take care.
Good
Stay safe.
corporations สวัสดีค่ะ